Frechia Collins is the author of Great Granny and Her Yucky Old Cat. This book takes a look at times long gone by, and it hopes to inspire readers to share a deeper appreciation of our older generations. And this morning, I want to welcome Frechia Collins to Daytime Tri-Cities. Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's talk about this book. First of all, I got to say, this is one of the most unique titles I've talked about in a while. I love the title of your book.
Thank you. And it's got a story behind the title, too.
Tell us a little bit. Give us a little synopsis of the storyline here.
Well, actually, it's a little girl, a little city girl, and in this case from Columbia, South Carolina, that is begrudgingly made to go stay with her great-granny for a week while her parents, who are from Columbia, South Carolina, uptown, dad's a surgeon, mom's a librarian, so she's a little city girl, not spoiled necessarily, but not used to the nicer things. And she is made to go stay with her great-granny, and the adventures she has while she's with her great-granny are actually my adventures. Most of them my adventures coming up as a kid. The good memories. And the stories that great-granny tells are actually mostly my mother-in-law's memories. So, and it's very interesting how this book came about. I don't know. In 2007, I wrote it, and when I started typing, it just flowed. I don't know how else to put it other than it just flowed. And even though it's fictional, many or most of the stories are in it are true.
We've talked about Great Granny. Let's talk about that yucky old cat. That side of things. Was there a yucky old cat in your past?
There was. That was the interesting thing. I was actually working. I had an office job at the time, and there was this yucky cat that should have been white, but was kind of hinted yellow, and he had oozy eyes, but he was so sweet. It's almost like you didn't want to touch him, but you couldn't resist touching him because he was so sweet. So yes, there was a yucky old cat.
And Molly, the main character, you know, she's leaving behind the internet. She's leaving behind her cell phones. She's leaving behind all of the electronic side of life for teenagers these days, and kind of going to see her great granny. And that's part of the story here too, is reconnecting with the older generation.
Yes, yes. And actually, the little girl, Molly Robin, was a true person, too. My husband and I were, I guess, adopted parents for a little period during, on Friday to Sunday. We would have her over the weekends. Her mother had passed away, and we were just helping the grandparents out. So even the little girl, Molly Robin, though these things didn't actually happen to her, there is a true Molly Robin. So...
And it sounds to me like you love drawing on your past experiences and those of people around you's past experiences as well.
Yeah, it's really strange how I guess at that time I had been married to my husband's I think 27 years, because this was 14 years ago. Strangely enough, this book was written. And just over the years of her visiting, I would just absorb these stories and listen to them and put them, I didn't even put them to paper, but somehow they were just filed away up there so that when I got ready to write, it just started flowing. And it just kind of came together. I don't know how else, I don't know that I could do another one. People are like, we want a second one. I'm not sure. So we'll have to see. Return Great Granny and Her Yucky Old Cat might come about.
Well, how can folks find this book? How can they get their hands on it?
Please Google books, Amazon books, and Barnes & Noble books online. You can get it through there. Yeah, so that's kind of exciting. And I love Jan Carroll Publishing. She's just a dear. She was just the perfect publisher. Like I said, I wrote this in 2007, handed out probably 20 manuscripts to friends and neighbors and all to read, and they loved it. And then when I went to look to publish it, all I could find was it would sit on publisher's desk in a pile of manuscripts and never get read. So I just put it aside. And the reason it came about recently is because my mother-in-law now has dementia. So my son in November encouraged me to, Mom, you got to do something. You got to do something with this book. And so I reached out to my friends on Facebook, and they directed me to Jan Carroll Publishing. And it was just the perfect fit because it's strong Appalachian women's stories. My mother-in-law's in Kentucky. I'm from Georgia originally, live in South Carolina now.
Frechia Collins, thank you so much for taking time with us, sharing those family stories, and sharing the story of this book with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, Frechia Collins, author of Great Granny and Her Yucky Old Cat, Jan Carroll Publishing, Google and Amazon. You can find this book today.